Hi, and welcome to Inside the Huddle. I'm Daily Review Sports Editor Geoff Stoute here with Morgan City head football coach Eric Howard. This week, the Tigers will host South Lafourche in another District 7 4A contest. A week ago, Morgan City fell to South Terrebonne 34-20 in a game that was tied at 20 at halftime. Meanwhile, South Lafourche defeated Assumption 20-18. South Lafourche comes in the game with a 4-2 overall mark and a 3-0 record in district. Morgan City's 2-4 overall and 0-2 in district play. Coach, right there last week, just couldn't seem to keep the momentum going in the second half.
Just had a couple of breakdowns towards the end of the game, made a few mistakes. It's little things right now that are keeping us from winning, these close ball games. We're making some strides to where we need to be, but just got to play a little more consistent.
This week you got a South Lafourche team that's 3-0 in district. You might not know, it's been a while since, you've been over there. You were over there 1 year as an assistant coach. Obviously these kids weren't there when you were there, but you at least have an idea of what, South Lafourche.
Absolutely, no doubt. South Lafourche is going to be a well-coached, disciplined football team. They're going to play really hard. They're going to have some big kids. And this year, normally when South Lafourche is good, they've got a couple of athletes that can get loose, and that is definitely the case this year.
I guess talk a little bit more in depth about what they do offensively and defensively.
They're kind of a balanced team. They're going to line you up in a bunch of different formations. They're going to run the football. They're going to throw a pretty good amount off a play action pass. They're going to sprint their quarterback out and try to get their athletes in some space and see if they can't get them in the end zone.
And defensively?
Defensively, they're well coached. They'll go from anywhere to a 3 to a 4, sometimes even a 5-man front. They'll mix up their coverages between zone and man. Kids, they tackle really well, which is kind of a staple of what they typically do when they're pretty good. And so this is just one of those years that South Lafourche has got a really good team.
All right, Coach. Best of luck to you this week.
Appreciate you.
Okay. The weekend's action will start on Thursday when Central Catholic hosts Vanderbilt Catholic in a non-district contest. The Eagles have a bye. Each team in their district has a bye due to an odd number of teams in the district. So Central Catholic was able to schedule Class 4A Vanderbilt Catholic, who is Morgan City's district opponent. The Terriers come into the game with a 5-1 record, and they're ranked in the top 10 of the Class 4A Louisiana Sports Writers Association poll. Last week in district play, they defeated Ellender 41-35. Meanwhile, Central Catholic defeated Highland Baptist a week ago 50-20. The Eagles come into Thursday's game with a 3-3 overall mark. In other action this week, Berwick will travel to play Kaplan in a District 8-3A contest. The Panthers, who are 5-1 overall and 1-0 in district, after opening district play last week with a 55-19 win against Erath. Kaplan, meanwhile, is 3-3 overall and 1-0 in district. They defeated Abbeville last week 51-12. That game will be in Kaplan Friday night at 7 p.m. In the final game of the weekend, Patterson will travel to face Abbeville, also another Vermilion Parish team. Patterson last week defeated North Vermilion 28-21 in a come-from-behind win to improve to 3-3 overall and open District 8-3A play with a 1-0 mark. Abbeville, meanwhile, fell to Kaplan 51-12 to fall to 0-1 in district and 2-4 on the season. That's another edition of Inside the Huddle. Thanks for watching.